Hey guys, what's going on? Just wanted to make another video here for you. The topic of today's video is life is all about the journey. Now, that's a common theme that you're going to hear a lot on this channel, but I wanted you all to know specifically that life is a journey. And in this journey, on this journey that we're on now, we're going to experience rest stops along the way. Points that we come to where we just need to take a break, and that's fine. You know, we're going to get to a point where we're just going to realize it's only about the journey. It's not about these goals we have to reach along the way. It's all about perspective on this journey. Bad things are going to happen to us. We have to be okay with that. You know, we're going to have problems with our health. We're going to have financial problems down the road. It's all about the process and cycle of dealing with those things. And we have to be okay with that. If we're okay with that and we're just living life and we're along for the ride and we're enjoying every day no matter what life throws at us, especially with the older generation. This is why I bring it up a lot. I bring the older generation up because they understand this mentality. You know, I surround myself with a lot of people who are like senior citizens. And this is why, because a lot of times my generation doesn't understand this. And the generation after me isn't going to understand this. Some of them might, but I'm making these videos because I want you all to understand this. That concept that the older generation has is they've already been through all of that stuff time and time again. Those rest points along the journey, those difficult times. And in their lives, it's just they've cycled through it and cycled through it. And I do see a lot of the older generation does have hard times, does have days where they're not at their best. But when it comes to life as a viewing glass and a viewing glass perspective, when it comes to life through the viewing glass, we need to have a positive perspective no matter what comes our way, because we are going to get through it. That's a fact. We are going to win. We all win. No matter what, you're going to win. You're going to get through this hard time in life. You're going to be encouraged if you surround yourself with the right people. You're going to be encouraged. Sometimes, and a lot of times, I'll notice that when I'm surrounding myself with the wrong people, I have to be my own encouragement. Or I have to get encouragement from somewhere else, like God's word, the Bible. Perfect example. I have to get my encouragement from my neighbor, my friend, my parents, my siblings, somebody who has been through these things and is going to give you a positive perspective on life. We have to see the glass is half full. And that is such a crucial thing. We focus on mastering all these things in life. But if we can master this one thing, we've got it all made. We've got it figured out. What do we have figured out? Everything in life? No. What do we have made? The white picket fence? No. That's not what I'm not talking about the American dream here. I'm talking about living life for the journey. We have that figured out. If we can master that and go through cycles of life and say, I've been through this before, I can get through it again, and just be okay in that, then we're going to be fine. We're going to be okay. We have to figure that part out. That's the part we need to figure out. It's about getting to that point where you're okay with the journey. Positive, negative, no matter what comes your way, you're going to embrace it. If you want to be a good father, you're going to live your life out in the aspiration of such. You're going to be a good dad. You're going to be a good mother. You're going to be a great influence to your kids. You're going to travel and hike those mountains you've wanted to hike. And you're going to be able to bike long distances that you always wanted to. You know, you're going to be able to go on those walks and take those trips to the park. You're going to be able to take the dog with you in the car and go on those small journeys. And that is what we need to figure out and master in life, getting to that point. If we can get to that point, we're okay. I've noticed this for me specifically as of late. If I can get myself, and I know me, if I can get myself to that point where I'm okay with the stuff that's going wrong in life, but I'm only focusing on the positive as well, then I'm going to be okay. It's like I'm giving myself that reassurance I need, but that is like it's not some fake facade. It's real. That's what I've noticed. It's not this like happy go getty like mentality that's just, oh, you're just there being positive because you know, just for the heck of it. That's not what this is about. This is about mastering that, because in factual reality, everything's actually going to be okay either way. Now, complaining about it and having a negative mindset, that is actually doing you a lot of harm, and it's not a good way to go about things just because they're not happening the way you want them to. So life is about stages and enjoying those stages. Now, it's great because let's say you have a shelf, right? And it has drawers. Well, in life, we have cycles. And within those cycles are this large container, this large storage unit, right? And it has drawers that we can pull out and compartmentalize stuff in our lives, and we can actually do things. We can wear the clothes we want to wear that makes us happy. We can spend money on the brands that we enjoy. We can get that cup of coffee in the morning on Tuesdays if we want to from our favorite coffee spot. We can invest our time going out in nature, and those things we can look forward to. So you might be in a difficult stage in your life, but you can pull out this drawer on, let's say, any day of the week, right? Let's say it's Monday. So you pull out the Monday drawer and you look inside and you're like, look, I love drawing. I'm going to spend today drawing. You know, I have work till 5. And then when I get home, I'm going to rest a little bit and then put on the TV, maybe watch a show, and I'm going to draw. And you feel that feeling of everything's going to be okay, you know, coming back to you. And I get it. Like, the world has all these expectations and arrows it's throwing at us, right? They're all coming our way and we're dodging them. But I think if we're not always focused on that all the time, it's going to help us. Yeah, we got to do the things we got to do, but maybe if we enjoy doing them, it's um it's going to be a positive thing. I know for a fact for me, like for example, like when I get home from work, I don't want to do a lot of things that are going to be, what's the word I'm looking for? Beneficial for my time, like a lot of like the chore stuff. I don't like to do after right after work because it's like um I feel like okay, I've been spending my whole day, helping my company out, and I don't want to like spend that time, for me. I'm very giving in that sense. So that's a big thing for me. Um, but if I'm not doing anything, I'm like, okay, I got to knock out this stuff today. I have that drive, especially in like the evenings too. Like I have this sudden drive where I'm like, yeah, let's knock all this stuff out. And I get like 10 things done in like an hour. Those things are great. Those times are great times for you to focus in and really lock in and apply yourself. When you have that feeling come back, that you're like, okay, now I'm ready. You know, now I'm ready to change the oil in the car. Now I'm ready to put my shoes on, and go for that walk I wanted to. Now I'm ready to take that vacation. It's having that drive in there too. So these stages in life have little drawers that we can pull out and we can enjoy things. The point is we can enjoy things while we're going on this journey. And even if we're in a bad stage in our life, we can come full circle and say, look, I'm having a bad day right now. I'm at a bad point, a tough point in my life. Things will get better, but I'm not going to sit here and complain and be down on myself and hard on myself. I deserve better than this. So I'm going to create my own positivity in this season of life. Um, and then you'll have good seasons where everything's going great and you're compounding upon that as well. So a lot of things that I've come to appreciate are the small things as well. They'll come to you. People will give you things like small things, little trinkets, actions that they do, and you come to appreciate things more. And that's what I've noticed is you're in this season of like such appreciation. Have you ever noticed that like the times when you're suffering the most, like the smallest things that people do for you are like huge? You know what I mean? You said hello to me today. Like my best friend said hello to me today. And it was like, it meant the world to me. Like I'm waiting for that phone call and I'm just like, yes, you finally receive it. And they're like, hey, what's up, man? How's it going? What's up, sis? What's going on? Those are your brothers and sisters, that you rely on for like that good feeling. But ultimately you have to live in those seasons solo, you know what I mean, which is hard, but it pays off. So invest in your mindset, invest in your day-to-day life, your seasons that you're in, embrace that, because what I've come to realize is people don't care about, like, a lot of people that you don't know that you come across in public. They really don't care what other people around them are doing. That's kind of like what the world we live in now is like. But for you and I, we're different. We're special. We think and see the world differently. And that's why I'm on this channel. That's why I'm talking to you guys right now, is because we're all going through the same stuff at the end of the day. My good friend of mine, his name's Greg, he told me one day, he said to me, he said, one day at a time. And back when he told me that, I really didn't think much about it. But ultimately, like really taking one day at a time, you're gonna wake up and get yourself in a positive mood. You can do this, and you're gonna go to bed and everything's gonna be okay. You know, you're gonna end your day on a positive note and get your rest, and you're gonna put the day to rest. You know, one day of your daily life, you know, granted you're doing great things and you're not getting yourself into any trouble, you know, you're gonna live. You're gonna have tons of time in your life to your life slows down when you live this way. So you have more time. It seems like you have more time to appreciate. And when you're appreciating and spending your time appreciating life, it lengthens your life. It's no wonder you live longer. So Greg said one step at a time, one day at a time. And I've really been living that way. I asked myself, because, you know, Greg's got a big family. He's married, and, you know, he's running his own business and stuff. And he's got a lot on his mind. But for him to stop in his day and say, just one day at a time, dude, that's what I do. You know, tomorrow's got its own worries of its own. God's word says it. Tomorrow has its own worries of its own. You know, we need to stop worrying so much and just live the journey. Life is all about the journey. And I pray that each and every one of you maintains your season of putting the grind in, getting things done, but maintaining that positive mindset and still setting time aside for yourself that you can enjoy life. Do that before work, do that after work. Have fun during the process, make it fun, and I promise you things will be better. That's what I've been doing, one step at a time. So again, life is about it being a journey, the process along the way, the rest stops we take. And then earlier we talked about life stages, even negative ones, positive ones, and how we can compartmentalize those stages and pull out our little drawers in those seasons and store things in them that we like to do. This is the analogy I'm giving you guys today. And I just want to close out this video and say thank you all so much for being here. God bless each and every one of you. Thank you for your time. God bless America. Thank you for each and every one of you and everything you do each and every day. All of you are important. You all matter so much to me, and I love you guys so much. Thank you, and I'll see you all in the next video. Peace.